Hello, Capricorn. Thank you very much for tuning in to your general read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Daily Tarot by Renata Lechner. For the supportive oracle cards, I'm using the Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. Already shuffled. Let's go ahead and get these out here and see what we have. Face up. I think we want to do all these face up. I'm hoping. I had Virgo did a bunch of face down ones. I think we're good. Well, that's... You got strength here. You got strength here. I'm going to be honest, this whole situation, it feels like it's a heavy one for you, I have to be honest. When I'm coming into the situation, you got the shock card here, the Tower card, things being knocked right over, things are being obliterated and have to be start from scratch. That's how you feel about it. What's actually happening is a new phase is coming in with the World card. And when I'm getting home safe protection, I almost feel like things are being reorganized? Reorganized? Like it's almost like taking a desk, a big old desk, dumping out all of the contents on the floor, and it's a big pile and it's a big mess. And then you have to go through it slowly and decide where everything should be going and what needs to stay and what needs to go. I feel like that's the best way to explain this, because I feel like it's like the desk is still there, everything is still there. It's just all getting dumped out in a pile, and now since it's a mess, you can't just leave that mess there. You have to go through everything. Where does it really belong? Does it even belong in the desk? Does it need to go? Does it need to stay? Does it need to go somewhere else? It feels like a big mess. It feels like a big mess to start with, which is making me feel like this strength card is really valid right from the get-go. Now, this happens, the situation starts off like this. You're like, well, it is what it is. It doesn't matter if I like it or not. I got to deal with it. I can't just leave this mess. I just can't just sit there and look at the mess. Like, the longer I sit there, just the longer before I deal with it. Sooner or later, I got to deal with it anyway. Might as well just get right in, just dig right in and deal with it. You've got the King of Wands here, which I feel like, especially for Capricorn being very much an earth sign, when the fire comes in this way, you don't like the situation. You don't like that you have to handle it or deal with it. I don't feel like you like it at all. But you're like, the sooner I get through it, the sooner it's done. I just want to take care of it so I can look back and be like, well, at least it's done. So you get right into it. You dig right in full speed, like full speed. That's not a normal energy for Earth, but I feel like the way this is going, you're just like, I don't want to procrastinate and go and just drag it out. I want to get it over with. I want to get it done. I just want to handle it and get through it. You go at it like the King of Wands. Let's just dig in. Let's just deal with it. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. And you're not thinking about, it's not about how you feel about it at this point. I mean, you already don't like it, but right now it's just handle it to get it over with. You seem to be digging at it mostly on your own, though, I'm seeing. Because I feel other people are just walking away. The Six of Swords is telling me other people just feel like it's too much and they don't want to deal with it. I feel like you're being left alone to handle this the way you want to handle it, because you're the one that is facing it. Other people seem to be walking away. This seems very contradictory in the sense of like how this can be productive, but it seems like you're ready to deal with it. Whatever the situation is, and I feel like for most of you there's other people involved, but they're just kind of like walking away. So you're heading right towards the problem. Other people are walking away from the problem. I don't feel like this is conducive with actually working the problem out. The Page of Cups happens between the two of you. Whoever you're dealing with, because you really don't want to deal with it, you just feel like you have to. You just want to get it taken care of. The fact that other people are not working with you, it's just tying your hands. There's nothing you can really do at this point. But I feel like the reason the Page of Cups is here, it's almost like a truce in a way. Just like for right now, let's just let it sit and we'll come back to it later. And I feel like part of you is okay with it, mostly because You don't want to like jump in and just do everything at once anyway. It's not your style. You wanted to do that just to get it taken care of, but the fact that the other side's not allowing you to do that, so if slow and steady wins the race, then slow and steady wins the race. I guess that's how it's going to have to be. All right, so you head right towards it, the other people walk away. It is what it is. I feel like you're just kind of rolling with it like, all right, well, maybe it's best to let it simmer. I feel like you're looking at it like half full. Like maybe it's best to let it simmer to decide how to reorganize this. Give us more time to plan how we want to handle it. The other side comes back towards you with the Page of Pentacles. They're slowly dealing with it. It's almost like it's taking weeks, days, weeks to actually go through and sift through all this stuff. Well, this is garbage. Let's see if we can pull out all the garbage and get rid of the garbage. Like, oh, these are all the pens. Let's see if we can find all the pens. It just feels like a very slow, tedious process. It doesn't seem fun at all. It's not moving forward very quickly. It's not seeming to really gain momentum either, in my opinion. But I see you on the other side, it's kind of like you're stuck. You have to just deal with it very slowly, very arduously. Well, moving slow and steady seems to be a Capricorn Earth trait. This situation you're not enjoying, and it's just dragging it out. And it's kind of like you want the completion to happen. You want to finish this off. So the fact that it's dragging forward very slowly, you're feeling like you have no choice. You're subject to what the other people are doing. It's dragging forward very slowly. And I don't feel like you like that. But you're feeling like there's no way around it. Oddly enough, I feel what happens next is unexpected and unwanted. Definitely unwanted from what I'm seeing on your side. It's going slow, very arduous. You're feeling like there's nothing you can do to just kind of keep pace with everybody else. Something happens with the Knight of Wands, and all of a sudden somebody comes in, decides how everything's going to be taken care of. It's almost like getting a big not dump truck, what do you call it? Wheelbarrow, and just loading up everything and just throwing it all out and just be like, you know what, it's just going to take too much time to sort this out. Let's just throw it out and start new, and we'll just start filling in the holes afterwards. Somebody else jumps into this. I feel like it's third party. I gotta be honest with you. I don't know why I'm saying that phrase so much. Somebody jumps in third party and says, you know what, going through this is just a waste of time. Throw it all out. Just throw it all out, and we'll just start, putting it back together slowly. We'll get new stuff. It'll take a while, yeah, but going through this is a waste of time. Just throw it all out. We'll start new. We'll slowly rebuild it. Now, I feel like other people are seeing this as the better way to do things. Victory is in the environment. This is what everybody else seems to want. Just throw it away. Start new. It's going to take some time. Blah, blah, blah. You, on the other hand, do not like this at all. You got the Ten of Swords. You're like, there's a lot of stuff that could still be used. It's very wasteful. There's projects that were started. There's things that were in process that are being thrown away. There's a lot of research that's being thrown away. To you, it's a lot of waste. And it's very upsetting. You're very angry about it. Angry? Yeah, very angry. You're devastated. Like this, to you, that's the completely wrong thing to do. It's wasteful. It's just not right. There's a lot that was invested here that now you've lost because somebody threw it all away on you. Like you may have had some things in there you've been collecting or been holding for a rainy day, and it's all gone. It's just all gone. You're very upset with it. You do not like it. Most everybody else seems to think it was a great thing. What comes forth next is I feel like nothing happens next. The Four of Pentacles, you don't want to move forward at all. You're kind of upset. You're just kind of like, I don't really want to start rebuilding the situation just so somebody else can decide at some point that they're going to dump it all out and throw it all away again. You're not happy. Since you're not happy, you're not going to take steps to move forward. You don't want to move forward. You're very upset about how this last piece just played out. I don't feel you moving forward, but I feel like the situation will recoup over time. I do see, though, for you, you have to slowly move out of that Three of Swords moment because it goes from the Ten of Swords, which is devastation, to the Three of Swords, which is heartbreak. It's hard for you to let go of this. You don't like that moment where somebody just kind of threw everything away on you. It's really taking you a long time to get over it. I do see the situation recouping and coming back to fruition, coming back to a good state. It's just like the situation gets better before you get better. Like the situation is doing a lot better before you're able to feel comfortable with it again. Because I feel like the way that hit, it's hard for you to let it go. It's like a lot you invested, a lot you did to accumulate value in this situation is thrown away on you. It just feels like that very strongly to me, and it's taking you a long time to get over it. The situation does improve. I just feel it takes you a long time to be okay with it. That's where it's ending. There's a lot of frustration there, and I don't blame you. It makes sense to me. I feel like hopefully if this comes to you at the right time, when that proverbial desk gets dumped out, you need to salvage and hold to yourself what you want. You need to not only salvage and secure what you want from the situation right away. Hopefully this comes to you at a time where you can do that. Because if you can salvage what you want and secure it to where you can actually save it for yourself, I feel like you'll handle this better. This will go better for you. That moment where most things are going to get thrown out, or it's going to happen anyway, whatever that proverbial throw out is. But if you can recoup a couple things, it'll turn the tide for you. I feel like you'll do better. You're still going to hit these rough moments, but I feel like hopefully that's what this is bringing you, where you have a chance to at least grab onto something that you want and secure it with yourself, whatever it is, so that everything is not lost. I hope that helps. All right, well, maybe seeing it coming will have its own benefit as well. That's what we got, though. I feel like we're there. All right, so I'm going to wrap this up here. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, go ahead, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.